Judge, you're muted if you're talking to us. My deal, I did.
Actually, I was on the phone, but thank you, Alex. I could have been talking to myself the way things are going.
Just don't answer.
Yeah. All right. Court come to order. Cause number 115, State of Daniel Joseph Calabay. Anything y'all try?
Judge, based upon you asking us to do the memorandums, my position has changed quite a bit, which I filed this morning. Did you get it?
I've got it. I haven't had a chance to look at it. Just got through the other probate docket.
Okay. I don't know if Alex has received it because I sent it via e-file this morning.
I did receive it, Georgia. It looks like you're just asking for her personal stuff and stuff that would not cause damage to the property as far as fixtures go. And then, of course, I don't think there's any disagreement about that. I think the only issue is the $11,000 that my client has an issue with.
Right. And Judge, the position is that at the time that she was signing those checks, she was in rehab from COVID. And I just feel human after COVID. And if someone had asked me that, well, I was in the last 14 days, it wouldn't have been a good thing to do because you have an unclarity of mind that you really have to fight to understand. And I'm not 91. But the mortgage was, at the time of the death of Mr. Calabay, a debt of the estate. So even asking her to pay that $11,426.93 was not correct by any person associated with the estate of, I'm not going to say fraud, though I think it might have been, but to take that from a 91-year-old woman in rehab was not based on any facts of this case that would approve of such an expenditure out of whatever meager money she had left. So because the $11,000 was a debt of the estate should reimburse Mrs. Calabay now that nothing that she and her son wanted to happen is going to happen. And we understand that this verbal agreement died with his death. Unfortunately. I wished he'd done a will. And I wish my client was on here. Barbara, are you on?
Yeah, I wish everyone would do a will.
They just joined. I think they're trying to get started up here. So I'm clicking to ask them to start video, but nothing yet.
Thank you, Austin. Mr. Bell, you want to respond?
Yeah, Judge. And basically, my client's position is that even though, this is just it's just bad all the way around. But her son died. The house notes were due. They were going to foreclose on the house. Miss Eva was in the house, living in the house, but she was in hospital for some time. But she did come back to the house. So if those notes were not paid, then she wouldn't have had a house to come back to and take the enjoyment and benefit of living in the house. So those were paid by her. Also, which my client's position is that reimbursement of that should not be awarded because she got the benefit of using the house. Even when she got out of the hospital, it was still there for her because she made the payments. The other issue was, where's that email? The other issue is my client looked up the account for with the mortgage company. And George, I just got this morning. I would have sent it to you, but I just got it, an email.
It's okay.
That the mortgage company sent Mr. Calabay a check for $4,127.19 as an overage on the escrow for that year. He got that in February He died in March. So what got in, I think she said February 22nd, if I'm not mistaken, and he died on March 4th. So that apparently some of the money that she did use to pay these back notes came from that surplus. So even if the court were inclined to award the $11,000, then we need to deduct that $4,100 because that was just money that was sent back to them from the mortgage company.
Donna, may I respond?
Yeah, hold on.
Georgia, but they can't get on it. Miss Cal.
Okay, you.
She's on.
Oh.
She's
But I'm
on.
gonna tell you, if I made the decision that if you can't come to an agreement, then I'm gonna kick this up to county court of law and let Mr. Bill hear it. So that's
Well,
gonna
we'll see what we can agree to today, Your Honor. We're very close. But
Okay.
Mr. Calabay had other bank accounts. So I don't know where that 4,000 was deposited, but Mrs. Calabay was in the hospital all the way through May. So whatever would have come in April, she wouldn't have gotten.
It
But
came in February, Georgia, February.
they were both in the hospital starting January,
Okay.
Alex.
Okay.
That was the problem. So
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ask Austin to leave you, the two of you and your clients in a breakout room. Let us get off. And if you can come to an agreement, you can get me an order that you've agreed to. I'll sign it and we'll move on.
okay.
If not, I mean, let me know as soon as you can, or let the court know, the clerk's office know, and I'm gonna go ahead and transfer it up if you can't come to an agreement. But we'll give you some time with you all together right here in the breakout room. Is that good,
Thank you, Judge.
Georgia?
Good.
Okay, Austin, you do that, please.
Yes, sir. 1 second.
I guess that's just me and Christy getting out, and Melinda, and then the rest of them can stay in. So,
Well, yeah, if it's more appropriate, Judge, I'll put them in a breakout room anyway, so it won't stream on YouTube.
all right, Austin, I'll let you handle it.
Okay. All right, give me one
I know what I'm
second.
talking about.
In for some reason.
Yeah, I think so.